Hello everyone! Today, we're discussing a significant developing story from the Eastern Mediterranean. A flotilla of ships carrying thousands of tons of humanitarian aid and hundreds of international activists, which was en route to Gaza, has been intercepted. Reports are coming in that the Israeli Navy has made contact with the vessels, altering their course. Let's break down what we know so far. The flotilla, a coalition of several ships organized by various international groups, set sail with the stated mission of delivering essential supplies directly to the people of Gaza. The cargo reportedly includes food, medical supplies, and other humanitarian goods. The organizers have consistently emphasized the peaceful nature of their mission, aiming to highlight the ongoing humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip. From the Israeli perspective, authorities have stated that their actions are based on security protocols. They maintain a maritime blockade of the Gaza Strip, which they state is necessary to prevent weapons and other illicit materials from reaching groups within the territory. Israeli officials had warned the flotilla in advance not to attempt to breach the blockade, and offered to transfer the aid to Gaza through established land crossings after a security inspection at an Israeli port, such as Ashdod. The interception itself appears to have occurred in international waters, a point that has become a major focus of the ensuing international discussion. According to initial reports from activists on board the ships, Israeli naval vessels surrounded the flotilla and communicated their intention to board if the ships did not change course. The organizers of the flotilla have stated their intention was always non-violent and that they would not offer resistance, but would also not voluntarily divert their course. This isn't the first time such an event has taken place. Similar attempts to reach Gaza by sea have been made in the past, with varying outcomes. Each instance has sparked intense debate on the world stage about international law, maritime rights, and the specifics of the blockade. Legal experts often point to the complexities of naval blockades under international law, with discussions centering on whether the conditions for a legal blockade have been met and the legality of enforcing it in international waters. The international reaction has been swift. Various governments and human rights organizations are calling for restraint from all sides. The United Nations has often expressed concern over the humanitarian situation in Gaza and has previously called for an end to the blockade. We are seeing statements being issued by foreign ministries around the world, many of whom have citizens participating in the flotilla. They are seeking clarification on the situation and urging for the safety of all individuals involved. On the ground, the situation is being watched very closely. For the people in Gaza, the arrival of aid is a matter of critical importance. The humanitarian situation there has been described as challenging by numerous international aid agencies, with restrictions on the movement of goods and people impacting daily life. The prospect of receiving direct aid by sea is often seen as a symbol of hope and international solidarity. Back to the interception event, communication with the ships has been sporadic. We are relying on updates from a variety of sources, including official military statements, press releases from the flotilla organizers, and social media updates from journalists and activists who were on board. It's crucial in situations like this to gather information from all sides to form a comprehensive picture. The ships are reportedly being escorted to an Israeli port. Once there, the activists on board will likely be processed, and we can expect a period of diplomatic activity concerning their repatriation. So what happens next? The immediate future will focus on the individuals who were on the ships. Their well-being and legal status will be a top priority for their home countries. Then, the focus will shift to the aid itself. The Israeli government has reiterated its offer to facilitate the transfer of the humanitarian goods into Gaza through the land crossings, pending a security check. However, the flotilla organizers may have reservations about this process, as their goal was a direct delivery. This incident will undoubtedly lead to further discussions in international forums like the United Nations. The legality of the blockade, the freedom of navigation on the high seas, and the humanitarian responsibilities of all parties involved will be debated. We can expect calls for independent investigations and renewed diplomatic efforts to address the broader issues at the heart of this conflict. It's a complex situation with a long history. Understanding the different perspectives is key. The organizers see this as a humanitarian mission to help people in need and challenge a policy they view as unjust. Israel sees its actions as a necessary security measure to protect its citizens, and for the international community, it's a test of diplomacy and international law. As this story continues to unfold, we will keep you updated with the latest verified information. It's important to approach this news with a critical and open mind, considering the narratives from all involved. The human element is at the core of this story. From the activists on the boats to the people in Gaza awaiting aid and the security forces carrying out their orders. Thank you for joining us for this report. We encourage a respectful and constructive discussion in the comments below. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on this and other important global events. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.